about why Cresselia and ursaluna is such an incredible duo, and maybe why it's not used as much as it should be. So here's what the core is. You have Cresselia with Rocky Helmet to be a good Urshifu counter, and now Cresselia serves a bunch of purposes. Okay, it serves the purpose of healing up Ursaluna, setting up Trick Room for Ursaluna and the rest of the team, and being a reliable Urshifu and Tornadus counter. Now, there are three main items usually put on it. Safety goggles, if you're just going for like a non-Urshifu counter set, if you have another Urshifu counter. Rocky helmets, if you need an Urshifu counter. And Mental Herb, if you want to be able to read Urshifu and Tornadus, if you have Iron Hands on the team. Now, I'll explain why for them in a sec. Now, Rocky Helmet is obvious; it beats certain strikes, but a Mental Herb is a bit more complex. So I'm going to get that first. Now, Cresselia and Iron Hands just is able to decimate Urshifu Iron Hands. So you have Mental Herb, so you shake off the first taunt from Tornadus, and then you get Trick Room up. And then because you fake out the Urshifu, then you're able to Thunder Punch the Tornadus and just constantly Lunar Blessing things, and then spam Dazzling Gleams until they die with Terra Fairy on Cresselia. So that's what you can do. It's really useful. It's actually a very consistent counter. But now let's get, and that's why Iron Hands is on the team. But now let's get to the actual core. If you're using the actual core and you already have an Urshifu Tornadus counter like Landorus, you usually want to do Rocky Helmet, and you want to have Ally Switch or Skill Swap. I like to have Ally Switch. Now, the reason why is Urshifu generally targets the Ursaluna because Ursaluna is more likely to have Protect using Urshifu's ability and helping it, and because it's a ground type, so it's more weak to certain strikes, and because it can't really hold the Rocky Helmet because it usually holds the Flame Orb. Now, what you can do is you can use Ally Switch so that Urshifu's attack goes into Cresselia instead, decimating it, and making it take a bunch of damage while Ursaluna facades it and just one-shots it. Because of the Rocky Helmet. And because it can't survive because of this Focus Sash, it's just dead. So, yeah, and then you can take out his partner later. So, that's what it is. That's how you counter the Urshifu with it. And then you have the Trigger on Cresselia, as I said, you have Psychic, it does pretty well into the Amoonguss. And then Lunar Blessing has a really unique thing. Lunar Blessing is just really, really unique because Lunar Blessing, it heals up the Ursaluna, it removes the burning, so it doesn't take the extra 6% of the turn, but then the Flame Orb re-burns you at the end of the turn, making it so you still do full damage. And because it can work on anything, it heals up Cresselia and Ursaluna, which is really useful. You also, so I haven't checked this, but I think you have Heal Pulse as well. No, you don't have Heal Pulse, but you do have Moonlight. You do have Moonlight and Moon Blast, I guess. So you could do that instead of Dazzling Gleam for the thing I said earlier. But generally, you want Ally Switch, or you want Skill Swap to beat the mirror, so that way the Ursaluna gets regularly burned, and Facade will still get boosted damage, but it won't do as much, and Headlong Rush will get lower damage. So yeah, generally you want Ally Switch because it's just better against Urshifu. And if you have a Amoonguss on the team and Ursaluna, you have an Ironclad counter. Now, sorry about that. So the Amoonguss is like a defensive Urshifu counter. You can't like kill it, so you need something else to kill it, but it can tank it because it resists both of its same type attack bonuses and the attacks that it uses, and because it can put it to sleep. It's a very good defensive Pokemon, really great on Trick Room teams because it's really slow. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. You got Weakness Policy Iron Hands on this. It's just like Iron Hands doesn't really have a good item unless you put like Assault Vest on it, but then you can't really have Ting-Lu on the team, and Ting-Lu Iron Hands and Ting-Lu Ursaluna is a really great duo, and Amoonguss likes Ting-Lu. So, yeah. Generally, Trick Room teams like these, they have like Landorus or Arcanine, or like generally they're having Incineroar, but Incineroar's not in this format. And then they have Ting-Lu and Amoonguss, and it just makes a really good, nice defensive core that doesn't need Trick Room. So, yeah, that's everything for this tour. Make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe. And, yeah, I'm Asher, and I help everyday people become masters of competitive Pokemon. Thank you for watching.